Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to finally finish the Reading My Do-It-Yourself Diary series, because I think it has gone on for too long. I started the series in, like, November? I think, and now it is June? I also think. And yeah, a lot of people have done videos where they literally read them in one video, but I guess I had too much to say, so I just really prolonged it. But it's finally time to end off the series and read the final pages of my Do-It-Yourself Diary of a Wimpy Kid book. Okay, it's part 4 in this series, so if you haven't seen the other ones, go watch those, but I'm not gonna explain this because, come on, it's part 4. You guys get the drill. I'm gonna open the book, I'm gonna look at the pages and go like, ha, that's funny, I was a dumb kid. And then we're just gonna do that. Quite a bit, actually. So, you guys know the drill. I'm just gonna start reading. I should just start reading. I'm just gonna start reading. So it says to start, plan the ultimate road trip. The people to invite, I put Caleb and Tyler, my best friends. They're probably watching this video right now and they're probably crying because they thought that was so sweet. Things to pack: donuts and clothes. Yes, the two most important things to pack on road trips. On a road trip, donuts are a necessity. Clothes, not so much. Music to bring. Turn on the radio. Places to see? The Statue of Liberty. That is how you spell that. If you end up becoming a famous musician or a movie star, you're going to need to put together a list of things you'll need in a dressing room. You might as well get your list together now so that you're ready when you hit it big time. So here's what I want in my dressing room. 5 packs of ice cream, an extra large pizza, giant TV, video games, sofas, fishing poles. Okay, the fishing poles don't really fit in with the rest of that stuff. Juice maker, a popcorn room. What is a popcorn room? Is that just like a room full of popcorn? Because that sounds awesome. Cookies and a roller coaster. Imagine being on the house tour and I'm just like, here is my room full of entirely popcorn. It's only popcorn. And here is the entire roller coaster that I had put in. Unfortunately, I'm still 4'6", so I'm not allowed to ride it yet, but hopefully one day I'll hit my growth spurt. Oh, and here's our juice maker. Answer these questions and then ask your friend the same thing. Keep track of how many answers you got right. I see the friend's name that I wrote down. I still go to school with this guy, but I really doubt I ever asked him. It would have just been embarrassing for people to, like, see what I've written down and, like, see my answers, you know? Like, could you imagine how embarrassing that would be for me to have to show people what I wrote in this thing? Now that would be embarrassing. If your friend could meet any celebrity, who would it be? Jason Aldean. Is that how you say it? Jason Aldean? Yeah, I remember, like, we'd go to his house and we would just bump Dirt Roads, I think is the song. We'd bump that. we'd turn on the radio for our road trips and bump Dirt Road by Jason Aldean. What's your friend's favorite junk food? Hershey. I'm pretty sure that's actually just mine. When was the last time you wet the bed? 1 week ago. Sorry. When was the last time your friend wet the bed? 6 years ago. Sorry. I misread that question at first. If your friend had to permanently transform into an animal, what animal would it be? A cow. If you could go back in time and change the future, but you only had 5 minutes, where would you go? To my house. But I'm pretty sure I meant to say house. I like how I joked about in the intro that I was gonna be like, wow, I was a dumb kid, but wow, I was a dumb kid. If you could go back in time and witness any event in history, what would it be? Abraham Lincoln when he got shot. Yeah, I went to sit beside him and just watch him get shot in the head beside me. Yeah, I was a messed up little kid too. If you had to be stuck living in some time period in the past, what time period would you pick? Christopher Columbus. Actually, that's funny, because remember in part 1, I joked about, at the time when I wrote this book, we were studying Christopher Columbus, and I remember, like, in that part of my brain, I had a whole section just for Christopher Columbus. And so it's funny that that's the time period I would pick, because that sounds like a horrible time to live, but go ahead. They didn't even have YouTube back then, so what was I gonna do? If you could go back and videotape one event from your own life, what would it be? George Washington. Or George Washington. If you could go back and videotape one event from your own life, what would it be? George Washington. Something tells me that I misunderstood that question. If you could go back and tell your past self one thing, what would it be? Never look ridiculous. Ridiculous. Never look ridiculous. Well, that's pretty ironic, coming from the guy who looked like this his entire last video. If you could go forward in time and tell your future self something, what would it be? You're weird. But that's kind of strange, though, because it's like if you could go forward in time and tell your future self something, and then this video I wrote years ago, and now I'm reading it and I am my future self, and I'm calling myself weird. That's weird. Totally awesome practical jokes. A joke you've played on a friend. Okay, so this page is talking about, like, practical jokes to play, like, pranks. But I guess I never played pranks on people, so it says a joke you've played on a friend, but then I just wrote down, like, an actual joke with, like, a punchline, not, like an actual, like, prank. Yeah, I'm so smart. Why can't a cat play a computer? Because he'll eat the mouse. Hey! Got him! Also, Carter, when you spent... Oh, I actually got it that time. Dang it, I wasn't expecting me to actually get it that time, and then I messed myself up. Also, Carter, when you spelt, he'll eat the mouse, you forgot to put in an apostrophe, so it looks like you just wrote the word hell. And I don't like you saying them dirty language words. A joke you played on a family member. What did the ketchup say to the ketchup that was behind him in a race? Catch up. A joke you've played on a teacher. What is a frog's favorite drink? Coca-Cola. Woo, oh jeez, that's a real knee slapper. And that hurt. Also, I did just kind of expose that I'm wearing pajama pants. It looks like I'm just like, like wearing shorts and a shirt or something, but I'm actually wearing pajama pants because you guys can't see the bottom half of me. I don't have to explain that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I can already just tell. It's an unfinished comic, and the first title is The Amazing Fart Police, and I just know, I feel like bad things are about to happen. Okay, so we got this dude going la 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 la. And we got, hold on, stay right there. What's wrong? You're under arrest. Wow. Wow, that was so unfunny. But look, I was really confused on what this picture was for a second, because it looks like a dude sitting in a floating chair with this giant gray ball, and then it's like this dude with a really funky looking hat that looks kind of like Abraham Lincoln's hat. But I guess, maybe it's John Wilkes Booth pushing the boulder, or is that, maybe he's pushing a boulder onto Abraham Lincoln? Because I don't think that's how it happened. He got shot in the head, remember? Because I wanted to be there. I know what this is. In Disney World, I think I was drawing the Indiana Jones show. Remember, like, where he gets chased by the boulder? Oh, okay, I think that. Oh yeah, that's like the best live show in any theme park, like, by far. Some pearls of wisdom. There will be freedom. There will be freedom. There will be freedom. That's a great quote. I put that on a t-shirt. I am Crash. What does that even mean? I am Crash. Is that like, what? How is that a pearl of wisdom? I am Crash. I'm gonna write that on the whiteboard. New York Times says, quote of the year, I am Crash. It's like Lightning McQueen, if he was really unconfident. No, I'm actually really curious. What does I am Crash mean? Like, what does that mean? That's kind of, like, what does that mean? If you had the power to read other people's thoughts, would you really want to do it? Yes! This is, like, the power that I would want. I want to be able to read people's minds. I know that sounds weird, but, like, I just feel like life would be so much less complicated if I could just, like, read people's minds. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how much easier it would be to trust people if you could just read their minds? You know what I mean? Like, you'd never have to, like, worry about, like, not trusting someone. You could just, like, read their mind and be like, oh, yeah, that guy, he's thinking about killing me right now, so I probably shouldn't follow him into that dark alley. That's probably not... I probably shouldn't do that. But also, there is the fact that, like, some things should probably stay in the minds. That made me sound really creepy. I'm just saying that, everyone has dark things in their head, okay? I'm gonna stop talking. If you were a superhero, would you want to have a sidekick? No. Why would I want them to take the glory from me? If you were a superhero, would you keep your identity a secret? I'm pondering this question. Why am I so deeply pondering a question that I read in a Diary of a Wimpy Kid book? I would like to think so. I'm not, like, a prideful person, so I kind of like the idea of, like, being in private, and it's like everyone knows this hero, but they don't actually know it's me. But at the same time, I could be famous, maybe finally get a girlfriend. Would you want to have X-ray vision if you couldn't turn it off? No! Nuh-uh. I do not want my first impression of someone to be like, oh, nice to meet you, your bones look really good. I mean, that is not a normal thing to say. That's just a weird scenario. I don't want to see the insides of people all the time. Draw your friends the way Greg Heffley would. Okay, so I drew Caleb and Tyler, and look, I wrote that they're both awesome. I mean, I didn't spell it right, but it's the thought that counts. Oh man, look, I left a page completely blank with all these questions. That's so sad. I guess I'm gonna answer them now, though. Do you ever put food in your belly button so you can have a snack later on? Oh yeah, all the time. I call it my little snack hole. Do animals ever use their thoughts to talk to you? Yeah, all the time. You should have seen the last Carter Vision. When I was trying to get him to play fetch, he was just like, frick off, dude, except he did not say frick.
Jake, you wanna play fetch? Wanna play fetch? Jake, you wanna play fetch? You wanna play fetch, Jake? Jake, you wanna play fetch? Jake, you wanna play fetch? Jake.
Frick off.
Jake, you wanna play fetch? Jake.
Has your guidance counselor ever called you unpredictable and dangerous? Well, he did until I killed him. Have you ever eaten a scab? Yes, but it wasn't mine. Have you ever been sent home from school early for hygiene issues? No. No. I smell fresh. I like this page. It's all about, my friends autographing. Like, it's like, oh, go get your friends to sign, this thing. And then I like how I did not get a single one to sign it. But also I like to think that it's funny. It's like, no, go show your friends your book. And then I'm like, I don't have any of those. What do you see in these weird ink things? A giraffe on wheels. I said on this one. Oh my. Oh no. Okay, I put a giraffe on wheels, but let's just, I don't know if oh gosh, my mind is so perverted. I see something so much worse now. This one is I put a mad baby, I guess. I don't anger babies that often. Like, only like once a week, so I don't know what exactly they look like, but he said this one looks like a robot. Yeah, I can see that. Here is the first chapter of my autobiography. I was born on, and I got my birthday wrong. Wow. And I put I was born in 2010. Little off once again. I was 8 inches long and 50 pounds. My God. And and I put, I looked like a human. Did you? You were 8 inches long and 50 pounds. I can assure you, you did not look like a human. When I turned 5, I started to get really into toys. Yeah, definitely during my childhood, action figures were the coolest thing. Eventually, I kind of like grew out of it, and I don't really play with action figures anymore. But oh my. But yeah, eventually I kind of grew out of action figures, and I definitely don't have any more toys. Oh, and that just revealed more toys. That was a complete accident, but that hurt almost as bad as when it fell last time. Didn't it fall last time? It fell last time too, didn't it? This thing's trying to kill me. As a little kid, I was brave enough to catch animals. Yeah, that's definitely how you spell catch. But I was scared to death of lions. Why was I scared of lions? I don't think I was planning on running into any lions. And you know what's scarier than lions? Bees. Bees are way scarier than lions, because, like, bees, like, you can outrun a lion, you can't outrun a bee. Okay, I didn't answer this one, but I'm just gonna try to fill it in. When I was a little kid, everyone told me that one day I'd grow up to become a sociopath. But who knew that actually I'd become a YouTuber? Okay, actually, there's a few sections that I actually didn't fill in, so okay, I'm just gonna, like, read them, and I'm gonna make up random stuff through, and maybe, just maybe, I'll say something kind of funny. Hopefully. My most treasured possession as a kid was my Steve Irwin shrine. My best birthday party was when I turned 8, and I got a new pony from Bed Bath & Ponies. This is so good already. I'm just thinking of hilarious jokes off the top of my head, I tell you. My favorite TV show was Teletubbies. Just kidding, that show, I hate that show. And when I wasn't watching television, I'd be doing satanic rituals and wishing that I could watch Abraham Lincoln get shot in the head. One day, someone, like, if I get big enough, someone's gonna make a, like, Carter out of context video, and I'm just giving them so much to work with. Oh, and then it lets me create my own cover, and oh my gosh, I spelt kid wrong. Carter, you had one job. You had one job. To spell kid correct. It's on the front of the book. It's on the front of the book, Carter. You had one job, Carter. You had one job to just spell kid correctly. And you failed. You wrecked it. You wrecked it. You freaking ruined it. I remember, like, I was a dumb kid. That's what I said earlier. I'm gonna say it again. I was a friggin' dumb kid. Well, good thing I'm smart now. Is there really nothing else? Use the rest of this book to keep a daily journal of everything you do. Wow, it's so sad. I went on to do absolutely nothing important with my life. That is very depressing. My entire life, I was just spent writing this, and then once I was done, I was just done with life. We've officially finished reading my Diary of a Wimpy Kid, do-it-yourself diary book, journal diary. We've done it. We finished reading it. we did it. Honestly, thank you guys for all the support making this series. It's honestly been some of the most fun I've had on my channel. It's just reading my old cringy answers. So thank you to everyone who's watched the entire series, all 4 parts. And I hope if you guys enjoyed this series, maybe you'll check out some of the other series on my channel, like Film Detective or Cart Class, or maybe you'll just go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That'd be pretty dope too. I feel like I should say something really meaningful to end off the video. I am Crash.